Hello viewers, welcome to the Indian Value Investor. I am Suraj Subramanian, your investment guru. Today's video is about the best 5 financial lessons that coronavirus has taught us. Before we get into our today's video, I would like to introduce Mr. Hao Po from Manipur. Hao Po is an excellent artist. His drawings and paintings are breathtaking. I am giving the link to his videos at the end of this video. Tough times do not last, but tough people do. With that mantra, let's quickly get into our today's video. Many haven't received their salaries, some haven't received a portion of their salaries, and some have even lost their jobs. Having said that, the financial commitments like the loan EMIs, household expenses, and other financial commitments that one has made in his lifetime will still stand tall, irrespective of whether that person has received his income or not. Not being able to pay their bills on time will definitely add to one's financial stress, not to mention the emotional stress. So, what is the way out of all this? It is to build an emergency or a contingency fund. So, the first financial lesson that we have got from Corona COVID-19 is to build emergency funds. So ensure that you build an emergency fund that consists of at least 5 to 6 months of your monthly income or at the least 6 times your monthly liabilities. The second lesson that coronavirus has taught us is to diversify our investments. Every business out there has been crashing. This means that the stock market is crashing. The Sensex itself has lost around 33 lakh crore rupees of investors' money within a span of 1 month. This is when the importance of diversifying your investments will come. People do not diversify their investments for a lot of reasons. But one of the main reasons why they do not diversify is because they do not know how to or they do not know where to. In fact, there are a lot of investment avenues available for an investor today. To name a few, the direct equity market, the debt funds, the commodity market, the bond market, the real estate market, or the gold market. I'd be making a dedicated video on the different types of investment avenues that are available for the investor today. By gold, I don't mean jewelry alone. It can be electronic forms of golds like sovereign gold bonds, ETFs, etc. So had you invested in gold a few months back, the notional erosion of wealth by the stock market could have been offset by the notional gains of gold. So if you don't want to have a lot of risks at the same time want to have a decent return, diversifying your risks should definitely be something that should be on your cards. Coronavirus has taught us many lessons, but one of the most important lessons that it has taught us is to ensure your biggest assets, your health and your life. Today, an unexpected hospitalization requirement can burn a big hole in your pocket. Treatment costs sometimes run into several lakhs. If you don't have a proper health insurance plan in place, you might end up losing all your savings or sometimes even not find enough money for the treatment itself. There are some top class multinational insurance companies in India, like the New India Assurance Company Limited, which is a Government of India undertaking company. They provide excellent Mediclaim policies for covering your hospitalization expenses. Likewise, if your family is dependent upon you financially, you should also consider taking a life insurance policy that replaces you financially for at least the next 15 years. This means that you should have a life insurance policy in place that covers at least 10 to 15 times your annual income. While choosing the sum insured for your life insurance policy, you should also be mindful of the long-term liabilities that your family is likely to incur in your absence. Some of the major liabilities that households are likely to have are housing loan EMIs, education of children, and major ceremonies like wedding, etc. So it's always a great idea to insure your life as well, preferably again in a Government of India owned company like LIC of India. I am not someone that would recommend some unnecessary insurance policies, but I feel these are some really important policies that can be extremely useful for you to have a very safe financial journey throughout your life. The fourth financial lesson that coronavirus has taught us is to have alternate sources of income. If you are fully dependent on a single source of income and that suddenly starts to become unstable, you don't need any other reason to suddenly become a heart patient, irrespective of age. By alternate income, I don't mean that you need to have a part-time job. I just mean to say that one needs to build a passive source of income like being a sleeping partner in a business or having rental income from properties or even building bank deposits that can give you consistent inflow of interest income. Passive sources of income can definitely be handy in tough times like these. The fifth lesson is to have a good financial planning in place. There is a famous saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. Financial planning is no different. By not having proper financial plans for your future, you are planning to fail. Planning your finances is to set financial goals for yourself. Everybody has got different goals in life. Say, if your goal is to buy your first house by the time you're 30, good. Jot it down immediately and try to figure out how much you really need to set aside every month for your dream house. Because without actually figuring out how much you need to set aside every month, you are very likely to underestimate the amount that you really need to save. By setting financial goals, you are quantifying your ambitions. You are equating your ambitions with a number. It not only gives you more clarity to your planning, but it also helps you achieve your goals. While doing financial planning, it is also very important to carefully set timelines for your investments. Let's see why. Say I have invested all my savings in a 5-year tax saver fund in a bank deposit and it is going to be maturing only next year. What if I need some funds today? I will definitely be in trouble as I'll not be able to utilize my money in spite of having investments. So it's not just enough to invest your money, it's really important to plan and invest your money as per your short and long term requirements, just so that you have your money handy when you are in need of it. So that's all for today, guys. I hope that you have understood today's financial lessons and also that you would make necessary modifications to your personal finance management. But once again, remember that tough times do not last, but tough people like you do. I hope that you're liking my videos, and if you do like my videos, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And also remember to press the bell icon here so that you will get all my latest notifications. Thank you.